Hello, my name is Chris Palmer, and in today's video, I want to discuss on-page SEO and how to build pages that will rank. Aside from speed and your on-page optimizations, the next piece that you need to look at is itemizing your on-page structure. Now, I get this question commonly, are silos the best? Are floating silos the best? What about these clusters? So I want to walk you through each of these particular site structures, and that's all they are. They are simply site structures that help users find your content faster, and they help these search engines. So I want to discuss three things. One of them is going to be clusters, what they are, how they're laid out. Two, I'm going to discuss silos, what they are, how they work, and how they're laid out. And three, my personal favorite, floating silos, a little bit more advanced, but I will walk you through what they are and how they're laid out. So to better describe this, let me just show you exactly what I mean. All right, so to better illustrate, I'm going to go ahead and just put it right here on this diagram, and we're going to start with clustering. Now, what exactly is clustering? So you would have your main website, and we'll go ahead and call this the home page, okay? So from your home page, you would have your About Us, okay, so About Us. And then we're also going to have our portfolio, whatever the case may be. These are your filler pages. You'd probably have your Contact Us over here. Now, along with that, you're always going to have what is called your pillar content and or your main ranking content, which is what I like to call it. So this is your main ranking content. So with that being said, how clustering works is a little bit different than how you would believe a silo to work. So this is our main ranking content, and how clustering works is simply like this. So you would have this is main ranking content, all right? This is going to be main ranking content, and this is going to be main ranking content. Okay, so how clustering works is very simple. And then we're going to have an idea page, or this could just be supporting content. All right, so this is an idea page, an idea page, and an idea page. So if your main service is, say, SEO, this here would be keyword research. This would be backlinks, okay? This would be whatever other services, we could say citations, all right? And then over here, this is our main ranking content. So we have our main ranking content. See how all of these ideas support this idea, but instead of it working up in a ladder like a silo, this main ranking page, these are supporting and other main ideas connected to the cluster. This goes directly to the homepage and off of the homepage. So if this is SEO, so this goes to our homepage. And on our homepage, what I didn't write here because I wanted to draw out the cluster, was a services, or whatever the case may be. This cluster here could be your products. But instead of it working up in a silo structure, which we will go up next, it is called a cluster. So that is the cluster site structure for your on-page SEO. Now let's talk about the siloing. Now siloing is a basic structure. We're going to cover basic siloing first, all right? And then we will move into floating silos. All right, now let's go ahead and talk about siloing. So a silo structure is a little bit different than clustering because you want the search engines and the users to go down in the silo, almost like a ladder, but this is called a silo. This could also be laddering, whatever you want to call it. So how this works is a little bit different, but a lot of the ideas are in place here. Because again, the main objective of a site structure is to make it easier for search engines to crawl your website and also for users to find content. This will increase your dwell time. This will increase overall site retention, increasing rank over the course of time. So let's go ahead and discuss silos. This will be a basic silo structure. And what I mean by a basic silo structure is you are making a main page. All right. So a silo structure, let's say you're using WordPress, would be set up like this: www. And then you make a category page or a top level page. A lot of people will put something called they'll write services here or products. And this is like a page placement. So a lot of people write services slash, and then they'll write their service, or they'll write products, and then it'll be their products, and then this will be numerous pages on the website. It'll be website.com. This will say products, and then their products, and then product 2, products, then product 3. Okay. Now, what I say before I get into the diagram is instead of having it this way, www.website.com, and using the placeholder as, say, services, and then having your service, scratch that. Let's say that you're an SEO company. We'll put the keyword here, SEO, and then we'll put our services. So, link building, okay? And then we would do www.website.com, and then it would be SEO, and then service 2, which would be citations. Okay, so instead of using this placeholder in your top level menu, what you should do is always use a keyword for proper siloing. The benefits of this, like I mentioned, are it's easier for users to find the content, and it's also easier for search engines to crawl the content because they have to go in the silo and back up. Now, how a silo is a little bit different than a cluster structure is simply like this. So let me go ahead and just lay this out for you in a very simple format. So we're going to have our home page. We're going to have our filler pages. Let's do it this way. We're going to have our contact us. Off of our contact us, we are going to have our about us, portfolio. Now, what's going to be different here is we're going to have a placeholder. So this could be a placeholder here. So like I mentioned over here, a lot of people will put product or service here as their placeholder or as their category page. You could call it whatever you'd like. So we're going to say the placeholder is going to be SEO, and that makes this. So every single piece in the URL string will have this placeholder now. So that's SEO, that's this part. And then down from that, and this is also going to be the top level of the silo. So this is SEO. Then generally to have supporting content to the main ranking article. Supporting content to the main ranking article. This content is linking here. This content is linking here. And this is simply just a placeholder for the URL because you need to start to think, what are people going to be searching? People are not searching products link building. They're generally searching SEO link building. So you need to think about this and take this into consideration when you're laying out your site structure and of course your pages. So you're going to have, and this is our placeholder SEO, but you may have other placeholders. So consider this. So we might have other services that we do. This could be social media. All right. So this is going to be a www, and this could be just social, all ranking up to the category level or the main ranking content. Now, the benefit also is when you're building out and trying to rank this page, it's hard to build links to a main ranking page that is maybe a product or just a service. So you build informational content in your silo to build backlinks to. All right. Now, this is the floating, and I'm going to do this in blue so we don't get confused with what I have on the back. So this is the floating silo. Okay, so these are floating silos, and what makes them floating is simply this. Like the other side, as we would have the www And within the slug, you would write, this is within the top level. This is the basic. The only thing that's different about a floating silo is instead of adding pages to a parent page like this, you are simply just adding it in to the URL. So instead of saying, okay, this is the parent page, and every page after that will include this, and then my other topic, and then you would maybe have another topic idea. Instead, a floating silo is just changing it in the URL level or within the slug. So say you set up your parent page and it has SEO in it. Every page, but instead of adding it to the top level category, you simply just add it to the slug. You simply just write it into the slug. You don't actually associate it with the parent page. So instead, you could have 20 articles, all right, written. They could be all orphan. They're not connected to the parent page. There's no association other than you just simply write in www, and this is just in the slug, website.com, and then you simply just write in the / into the slug SEO, which you're adding it to this, right? You're adding it to this category, even though it's not, even though that this page is not the parent page, and then you can add other ideas. And what makes it a floating silo is this is only one category page on your website, and just change the URL or the slug. And this is the floating silo. And this is how it's set up. So you'd have your main page, and it's called a parent page. So when adding a parent page, it's adding it into the slug. But to do a floating, and here's how it would be written. So it would be chrispalmermarketing.com / and beta. Now, if I wanted to add another page into this, let's say this page is already set up and I'm using this as the category page, I would go over here to my page attributes, and instead of it not having a parent page, I would say, hey, this page is another page underneath this category, changing the URL. But how a floating silo works is I say, you know what, it's not going to be in the top level menu. It's not going to be considered a parent page on a basic silo structure. I'm actually going to go in here and say, you know what, I'm going to add it in. So I would put the information that I want. So I would say my top level category page is SEO, but I'm not literally adding it in. I'm going to say SEO / beta, and you just simply add it into the slug. That's going to pretty much wrap up today's on-page SEO, how to build pages that rank. If you have any questions about on-page SEO, ask in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next on-page SEO, how to build pages that rank video. Have a wonderful day.